When is Amazon Prime Day 2022 and what can you expect this Amazon Prime Day? These are the top 10 things you need to know in the first spot. Amazon Prime Day, July 12th and 13th, this two-day Black Friday-esque event can bring substantial savings if you know how to work the system, which I'll explain throughout the video. One of the big questions I get is, when does Amazon drop its best deals? Is the first thing in the morning around 9 a.m. to noon Eastern Standard Time, when everyone on the East Coast heads to work and they're in front of a computer? Amazon wants to take advantage of that captive audience and showcase many of its best deals. And then again, around lunchtime for the East Coast, when other parts of the country, including the West Coast, are getting in front of their computers for the first time at work, Amazon will continue to crank out many of the best deals. This year, there are also some brand new Prime Day perks, which brings me to point 2. Amazon will pay you $10 to do what you may already be doing. Amazon has created its own self-serving scavenger hunt they call stamps. All you have to do is activate your stamp card, and I have created a link below, where as long as you are a Prime member and make a Prime eligible purchase, or you stream a show on Prime Video, which is free, or listen to a song with Prime Music, also free, or borrow an ebook on Prime Reading, which you don't even have to read, Amazon will pay you $10 just for doing that. And later on in this video, I'll explain how you could unlock $60 in free Amazon credits. Point 3, Amazon Prime Day will be very different this year. Just look at the state of the economy. And whether you love Amazon or you don't particularly love Amazon, I'm going to explain different ways to make this huge savings occasion work for you. But one of the shopping cart hacks that will benefit you on Prime Day, if you're wondering when items will drop in price and how to better prepare yourself, is simply add any item that you are contemplating purchasing to your shopping cart, which is what I am doing here. Instead of completing your purchase, save each item for later. Then, when Prime Day begins, you'll have all of the items bookmarked essentially for you in your shopping cart, and you'll quickly see whether there's been an actual price drop. And during these tough times, while a $5,000 surround sound home theater system might not put food on the table, when it comes to household essentials and grocery items, products for new parents — we're definitely now buying diapers again in my household — you will see savings on all of those essential items in addition to some of the luxury higher end products. However, if you have a budget that can accommodate some of the bigger ticket items on your wish list, the best sales this year are on smart home products like RoboVacs, video doorbells and cameras, kitchen items like air fryers and espresso machines. You'll also see significant savings on larger tech items. As an example of what Prime Day pricing looks like this Toshiba 55-inch TV, 56% off. Even a 55-inch TV for $299 is not only a reality on Black Friday. If you're in the market for a new computer, Prime Day laptop deals reduced by 73%, like what you see on my screen right now. Just a hint of what I'll be showcasing right here if you are subscribed. You're also welcome to join my Insider Deal Guide texting club list. Just send a text message to 440-298-2181. That's my number. I'll be cross-checking prices, and let me hook you up with the best Prime Day deals. Point 4, you do not need to be a paid Amazon Prime member to shop on Prime Day, and there are some Amazon Prime membership discounts, which I'll discuss in a moment. But first, if you are not yet a Prime member, you can activate a free 30-day trial, which I've linked to below. I do use affiliate links, which means I benefit if you click one of my links, but you will benefit with a free 30-day trial that you can always cancel after Prime Day. If you are a student, not only do you get a free 6-month trial by signing up right now, but after that, your membership is 50% off. If you are receiving government assistance, your rate is also reduced by 50% after the free 30-day trial. Point 5, it's my opinion that you should not buy anything made by Amazon prior to Prime Day, no matter how good those so-called early Prime Day deals happen to look on Amazon products. And whether it's this refurbished Echo Show deal or an older Kindle that's also used, you'll find much better deals tied to new products on Amazon Prime Day itself. Many people also don't realize that Amazon owns many product lines that you might also want to avoid leading into Prime Day. Blink Home Security is an example. The Ring stick-up cameras and video doorbells, this refurbished one, also not a particularly strong deal. And on Prime Day itself, you'll want to pay very close attention to the warehouse from which your products ship. One of the more common complaints I hear from shoppers after Prime Day is they never received what they ordered, or they were not able to return it. Let's use this Beats Flex wireless earphone early Prime Day deal as an example. It'll take around 1 to 2 weeks to ship from when I order. It's $33, and chances are by the time Prime Day hits, you can actually get a brand new pair of Beats for roughly the same price that will ship quickly. On Prime Day itself, pay very close attention to the shipping origins of any so-called deal that you're considering. For this all-clad electric pressure cooker, you're going to notice that it ships from a merchant called Abra U Buy Co. USA Incorporated. And I'm not trying to pick on these merchants as an example, but for this product that doesn't have a particularly fast shipping speed, this relatively recent Amazon merchant only has 67% positive feedback based on 6 lifetime orders. If you care about your shipping times or that Amazon returns process that many of us appreciate, you'll want to ensure there's that Prime check mark beside the price and that your product actually ships from an Amazon warehouse or an Amazon partner that fulfills their orders through Prime. Point 6. This year, you can unlock an additional $60 in Amazon Prime credits, plus some freebies, which I'll get to in a moment. But for many brands from which you may already be shopping, if you are buying more than $75 of Procter & Gamble products as an example, you'll get a $20 Prime Day credit. Assuming you already want to buy Cascade, Tide Pods, Bounty, Gillette, Olay, or any of the other products they have listed, this $20 credit is to your complete advantage. And I should mention this video is not sponsored. Amazon is not paying me to make this video. One other Prime Day freebie that really piqued my interest is that Amazon is giving away more than 30 free games beginning on July 13th. Point 7. Many deals we would not typically see on Prime Day will happen this year. Prime Day is typically very heavy on fashion, gaming, and tech deals, and many of those tech deals come from brands you've never heard of. This year, expect many more deals from major brands including Apple, aggressively reduced AirPods, Mac desktops, notebooks, iPads, and even an unlocked iPhone deal will all be a reality on Amazon Prime Day. Point 8. You can stack coupons with your Prime Day purchase, and many of these coupons could lower your price up to 70%. I'll show you a couple of examples in a moment. But first, a lot of you are very familiar with the clippable coupons you typically see on a product page. But what many people don't know is there's a dedicated coupon page on Prime Day which you can incorporate into your deals, which I'll have on the list that I feature right here on YouTube and the ones that I text out. But just as an example, you could save an additional 70% on something like this very well-rated lighting fixture if you simply knew what coupon to apply and where you could find it. Even on something like cycling shoes that are already reduced from $100 down to $80, you could save an additional $60 and lower your price to just $20 if you play the coupon game, which of course I'll be covering right here on Prime Day. Before I reveal a somewhat hidden section of Amazon.com you'll want on your radar for Prime Day, point 9 is a reminder to check competing stores leading into Prime Day, where many retailers, including Walmart and Best Buy, have been known to roll out their own counter Prime Day sales in an attempt to lure in shoppers. I'll be sure to highlight any of those huge legit deals right here that you don't want to miss. Before I showcase a Prime Day bonus to possibly make you feel better about where your money goes on Prime Day, for my next point, make sure you bookmark the Amazon Warehouse Bargain Bin page, which I've linked to below, on Prime Day as a way to find additional discounts on some quality pre-owned products, many of which have some great additional warranties tied to them. I'm never a big fan of used or refurbished products unless they are backed by a warranty. And one of the nice things if you are shopping on Prime Day or in general tied to the Amazon warehouse is that not only could you save 42%, which is $137 on the cost, but this renewed product is backed by the Amazon Renewed Guarantee, which means that it's been professionally inspected, tested, and cleaned, and it is backed by a 90-day warranty. For any typical purchase you make on Amazon that's classified as a Prime purchase, you only have 30 days where you are eligible for a return, a refund, or a replacement. One of the huge benefits to the Amazon Renewed Guarantee is you get an additional 2 months to determine whether or not a product is right for you, and then you can exchange it or send it back with absolutely no questions asked. To further ensure you're actually getting a deal on Prime Day, other than watching me, Camel is a great free resource where you can simply copy and paste an Amazon product page link where it will analyze all of the price history associated with it and tell you whether or not you're actually getting a deal. On something like these Oakleys that I would personally never buy because these days none of my sunglasses cost more than $12. These have a list price of $167 and a price of $85, which appears to be good at a 49% reduction. Copy and paste that link into Camel, and you'll learn the average price is $148, so you are in fact getting a great deal. And now for the Prime Day bonuses. You can still shop Made in the USA small businesses on Amazon Prime Day and learn exactly who's behind the products you buy with an updated Prime Day section devoted to the hardworking mom and pop shops in our communities who happen to sell on Amazon, rather than just making the Prime Day experience about buying products from massive corporations. It's also important to note that if you are an Amazon Prime Day credit card holder, you could get an additional 25% back on select purchases on Prime Day, in addition to other rewards and rebates tied to your credit card, specifically on Prime Day. Thank you so much for watching this video, and a reminder, I'll have your back on Prime Day and beyond. Thanks for watching. I love you. Bye-bye.